Hey YouTube, it's James coming at you, and this is going to be kind of another video that expanded on my Pokemon X and Y review. Now, I personally now have both games, and I have beaten the games multiple times. First off, I want to one second, got a stupid pop-up here. First, I want to reiterate myself in saying I think these are the best two handheld Pokemon games, and arguably maybe best Pokemon games that there has been so far, which is a good thing. I mean, they made us wait for over a year for this, so if this was not, a home run, it would have probably been a huge blow to their franchise. The animation in this game was amazing. We saw a new battle actual battle animation, because in the old days all we just saw was Charizard used flamethrower, and then the Pokemon would go, and they would just lose HP. This one we actually see Charizard shoot the flamethrower and actually doing it, not just a little animation of him standing like this and the flames going. So we actually see a battle, which is really, really cool. Now, I wanted to kind of add, because what happens when we get two Pokemon games that come out just like this? A couple, down the road, we get a third one that links the two, like Gold and Silver. They got Crystal. Ruby and Sapphire, we got Emerald. We got Black and White, but we didn't get a Gray. We got a Black 2 and a White 2. And then, of course, for Diamond and Pearl, we got Platinum. Kind of mix those up there for a second. But anyway, so we got Pokemon X, we got Pokemon Y, so only, pretty easy that the next Pokemon game will, for the 3DS, will probably be Pokemon Z. Now, you can, if you've seen the third legendary of this little series, you probably have guessed it's going to be Zygarde, the big-looking slug. So I just kind of wanted to give you a couple of things that, the top 5 things that I really liked about these games, and the things that I think that need to change. Maybe not 5 exactly, but it's just going to be a couple of things that I've thought about. Number 1, the things I love about this game. I love that you get the XP share in the very beginning of the game. You get it right after you win the first badge as you're leaving the city, and you run into this woman by the gate, and she says, "Oh, I'm so-and-so's sister. Here's the XP share." It's really nice because it helps you get your Pokemon up, and you don't have to sit and grind for so long, because that is kind of a pain in the butt to literally just sit there or run around in the grass, and you get very little experience and just to get your Pokemon up levels. Another thing I really like is the breeding process is real easy in this series. It's very easy to do. It's nice, and it's done a lot simpler. I also really, really like the super training. I wasn't a big fan of Eevee training Pokemon in games before this. I mean, I did it, but I wasn't a fan of it because it took so long, But in these, one of the big new things was on the back. You saw right here the new super training, and it is amazing. It takes about 30 minutes to super train one Pokemon completely, playing this little mini game that does take a while to get the hang of, but once you get the hang of it, it is pretty easy. And it is amazing to see how fast your Pokemon improve. So you can max them out in whatever stat you want, and, real fun. I do like how also we get the fossil Pokemon early in the game. Normally with the fossil Pokemon, there's always a couple, and they're always really, really cool. And the first time I played through X, I didn't look ahead. I didn't get the guidebook. I didn't look through gameplay. I literally just went, flying on a wing and a prayer. I just went straight into the game. I didn't look ahead. I just kept going, and I would deal with it when I came to it. And when you do that little mission where you go into the cave and you rescue the professor from Team Flare, and you get to choose between the Jaw Fossil and the Sail Fossil, I just picked the Jaw Fossil because it sounded cooler. Well, I won my second badge, but when he threw out Tyrant, I was like, oh my god, I've got to have that. He's cute, he's cool looking, he's a freaking T-Rex. We finally got a T-Rex Pokemon. I did not look at all the Pokemon that were coming out in X and Y. I only looked at mainly the starters, the Mega Pokemon, and a couple of the other ones, but I did not remember seeing this one. And I was like, I've been wanting a T-Rex Pokemon forever. This is freaking awesome. And then I checked on my Pokedex, and I was like, he's not wild. Okay, then what do? So I have this friend at my locals where I go to play Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all my other games. And she is like, I'm pretty sure she could put Professor Oak to shame. Yeah, I mean, she knows pretty much everything there is to know about Pokemon. I will not say her name because I haven't got her permission to. But she's an amazing friend. I love her to death. And I texted her and I said, how do you get Tyrant? And she said, it's one of the fossils. And I said, wait, the fossil that you get from that professor in the cave? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, please, dear God, say it's the jaw fossil. And she says, yeah, it is. And I'm like, yes. So I went and I got that pushed into a Tyrant, and I never put him back in the PC. I just love using him. True, it took a while to raise him, at times, until he started learning some better attacks. But he was extremely powerful when you got him into Evolve. Things I did not like... I didn't like the Elite Four was incredibly easy. I think the Elite Four, I think with the addition of the XP share and how easy it is to level up your Pokemon, I would have liked the 4 trainers before the champion to have at least, at minimum, 5 Pokemon. And one thing I did also forget to mention on the likes is I like how it's easier to get money. There's a lot of places you can go to just money get, just like the cafes where you can just continue winning their prizes and then reselling the prizes to get the money back. But anyway, I did not like how the Elite Four was incredibly easy. One thing I also didn't like is it seemed like the second and third and fourth gym leader, I mean, I didn't lose to them, but they were at least challenging and their Pokemon were good. It seemed to me like the Pokemon gyms, once you hit about 5, got easier. And that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Another thing I didn't like is there's a lot of Pokemon in this generation I just don't like. I think it's called Slurpic. It's the cotton candy Pokemon. And another Pokemon I just can't stand is Honedge, the sword Pokemon. And there are people like, yeah, but its stats are amazing. And it's like, I don't care. It looks retarded. It's an inanimate object. I don't remember if it can be a male or a female, but it's a sword. It's not a living creature. It is a sword. And then they're like, oh, but it's a ghost sword, It's being controlled by a spirit. It's retarded. You're telling me that you have all these creators at your disposal that work for Nintendo, and you couldn't come up with something better. I mean, why not a Headless Knight Pokemon or something like that? I mean, you could say his Pokedex entry could be he's looking around the world for his lost head. I actually think that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But anyway, Honedge, and then it evolves into 2 swords, and then it evolves into a sword and a shield. I mean, it was just retarded. It was kind of like the previous gen where you had Clink, and then you had the 2 bolts, and then you had the triple bolt Pokemon, and it was like, this is stupid. I just wish they would be a little more creative with some of their Pokemon choices. Another thing I did not like is I did not like the design on the starters, except for Froakie. Don't get me wrong. I like Fennekin because its stats are amazing, and it is one of the Pokemon that I'm not crazy about the type design, but I can get past the way it looks simply because it's a good Pokemon. Greninja looks badass. Fennekin in its final stage, Delphox, looks like a overgrown old woman in a dress, with big hair, and then whatever, I don't like Chespin, period. And then his final stage looks like Bowser's retarded cousin. So, I mean, yeah, I've heard he's a great wall, he has main good defense, but I don't care. I want the Pokemon to still look cool. and I realize, we're into the 700s of Pokemon. We're eventually going to run out of ideas, and we might have to repeat a couple and put a different spin. Put a different spin on it. But the starters for this one really did flop. I mean, Fennekin, the grass one was retarded. Finnegan's family tree, or evolution, whatever you want to call it, they were amazing in battle, but I did not like how they looked. And then I have nothing but good things to say about Froakie. Froakie was who I actually started both games with, because I just, on Y that I'm playing through right now, I actually picked Froakie, traded it over to X, restarted it, picked Chespin, traded the Chespin to my X, and then traded the Froakie that I got the first time back to it just so I could get Articuno at the end of the game. I refuse to use Chespin. maybe it also has something to do with I've just never been a big grass Pokemon trainer, because I just don't like how grass Pokemon, they're really not that... They're more of a Pokemon literally just to stun your opponent. They're really not meant to be a physical Pokemon. They're just meant there to hinder your opponent. So, I prefer my team to be a lot more balanced. I like very fast Pokemon. I like Pokemon who are really consistent. I haven't put together my ultimate team yet. When I do put my ultimate team together, I might share that with you guys, just for fun. But things that I would like to see also in Z is I'd also like to see a couple new Pokemon introduced, maybe a few new Mega Pokemon. I also would love to see another Eevee evolution. I love Sylveon. I was not real happy with Fairy Pokemon. Just because I didn't like how it sounded, and some Pokemon were being converted to Fairy. I didn't like it. But I will admit Sylveon is amazing. I have a male Sylveon, and now I'm raising a female Sylveon. I love Sylveon. It is amazing. It is probably going to be my new wall. But anyway, guys, in the comment section below, I would like you to tell me something that you liked about the Pokemon X and Y, and something that you did not like about Pokemon X and Y, and then something you might like to see changed in Pokemon Z. Feel free to give me your personal evaluation on the game, whether you want to tell me on a star system on 1 to 5 stars. I mean, just kind of give me some kind of idea what you guys thought of the game. Like I've said before, if you do want to trade DS friend codes, all you have to do is send me a message, because I'm not going to stick it in a video. All you have to do is send me a message saying, this is my friend code and what my name is on there, and then I will add you, and once I add you, I'll just pick my DS up when I check my messages, I'll add you, and then I'll shoot you my friend code, and you can add me, and then we have each other on Friend Safari. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video. Please share your thoughts with me in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.